Guys, if you're new to the channel, you make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video and share the video with friends. So guys, in this video I'll be sharing with you 3 strategies that you can use to make a lot of money on sport betting. So make sure you stay with me from beginning to the end of the video so that you can use this strategy to always make money on sport betting. So it is actually a good strategy that you can use to make a lot of money, and one of that is halves. Under the halves, like whether home to win either half or away to win either half. So you move to halves and you move to yeah, you can see it here. Here is the options. We are having home to win either half or away to win either half. Sometimes you normally believe in your team, but you are not actually very sure whether your team is going to win any of the halves. Whether your team is able to win full time, that you are sure that your team is going to be having a win on either of the halves, but you don't know which of the halves is he going to make. You just place on your team and you are telling your team, like you are telling the bookmakers that your team is going to win any of the halves. So if your team end up like scoring 1-0 on the first half, you are going to win 2-0 or 2-1, you are going to win. But if they end up playing 0-0, 1-1 or 2-2, then your bet is gone, it has lost. But if the play has 2-1 or 1-0 first half, or even second half they play, or maybe they score your team 1-0 first half and they come second half and they equalize and they play 1-1, your team like you have won it, your bet, which means your team won second half or so. So this is a trick that you can use to make a lot of money, but people don't value it, and most of people too don't know about this trick. So make sure you use this trick to make a lot of money on it. So the second one is under the column, under the corners. So the second one that I'll talk about is under the corners. Most of the bettors out there, they don't bet on corners. So but it's not all the games that is like the games that are having corners prediction, but most of the gamblers or bettors out there, they don't bet on corners, and which is a cool place that you can make a lot of money on it. It is actually a good place to make a lot of money on it. So let's use this one as example. You go to corners, be patient and allow it to load. You click on it and allow it to load. When it loads, you move to corners. Yeah, it has loaded. You move to corners. And you can see they are having 8.5 corners. That means they are telling you that there is going to be about 9 corners entering there, and which is most of the time a good resource, because a lot of corners come like a situation where there is a lot of, like, the competition is tough, they are fighting for a cup, or big teams meeting each other. There is always a lot of corners coming in, which you can make cool sum of money on it. So let's say you place on over 8.5 corners, and they play 9 corners, then you have won. Let's say one team play 5 corners and another team play 4 corners, then your bet is alive and you are going to make cool sum of money. You're going to make cool sum of money. Sometimes it's actually a bit difficult, like if you see that the team, like a big team is playing against a small team. Actually, let's say Man City is playing against Nottingham Forest. They will just be playing with the ball. They will not like making passes, but they will not force themselves to score, which may lead to a lot of corners. So and on that case, you can come and be placed on under. You just go to and place an under, and you can even see the under column. There is a lot of like the odd is also high, which is 1.31. Actually high odd. When you get about 3 games, you're going to get about 2 odds, and you can place it and make cool sum of money. Let's say you get it that way, you place about 5 million or so, you are going to make cool cash out of it. So make sure you use that strategy, and you're going to make a lot of money. And the games that some of the games that you should be focusing on when it comes to corners should be that of, let's say, Real Madrid, for instance. You can focus on them. Barcelona is also one. We have Arsenal's. We have Leicester City. Tottenham is also part, and that of there is also a lot of teams which you can also check on it. But most of the time, always make sure that you check on the statistics. Look at the statistics and like previous matches that they meet and a lot before you bet on corners. And the third option that I'll be talking about is under bookings that they are talking about, whether a card they're talking about card. Most of us don't bet on cars as it is, and it is a advantage for you to use this opportunity to make a lot of money out of it. That is, most of the games they end up getting about 5 cars in it, 4 cars, and so even sometimes tough competition they end up getting about even up to 6 cards or so. So on this note, you can come here and place about over 2.5 cars bookings. So you are telling that you are a situation where you are that is able to record a card of 3 cards. You are going to make cool cash out of it. And most of the time, when you have to check that, you look at the you wait for the lineup to come out, and you also wait to check for the referee who is going to whistle or monitor the game, because some of the referees, there is some referees that normally give a lot of cards on the when it comes to game. They are monitoring on the game, they give a lot of cards. And there is also some players, no matter how they do, but they will still get card. No matter how the game is, they will still manage and get card. So you always wait for lineup to come out and look at for the referee who is going to whistle or monitor the game, and that of the competition. If the competition is actually high, there is going to be a lot of yellow cards entry in it. So make sure you also utilize that and make a lot of money out of it. So this is a good way that you can use to make a lot of money. I think that's all the tips or the strategy that I was having to share with you that you can use to make a cool cash on sport betting on a long run. And even this one, you can use it on the short run to make a lot of money out of it. So guys, if you find the video valuable and you want to be part of the community to be getting tips of this kind, you make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and you can also share the video to friends so that they can also witness a lot on the channel. We share a lot on the channel. Make sure you join the community by subscribing to the channel and like the video. So I think that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.